Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Tyler. Tyler is from New Hampshire in the USA. So let's see what Tyler has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Tyler.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
How's your morning going so far?
It's not bad. I'm a little exhausted from work yesterday, but I can take a nap later.
Thank you so much for taking the time this morning for the interview. Thank you. Very sweet. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So tell me, where are you from, Tyler?
I'm from Laconia, New Hampshire, in the States.
You know what? I'll tell you something now. I might be wrong because I've got like over 800 interviews on the show so far, people around the world.
Wow.
But if I'm not wrong, you are my first guest from New Hampshire state in the US.
Oh, wow.
Did I say
Wow.
right the name of the state? New Hampshire. Did I say right?
Yeah.
New Hampshire. Okay. So yes, actually, I was checking a little bit about the state before because I wasn't sure. I was like, oh my God. Actually, the first time when I contact you, when you said where you're from, I thought it was from England. For some reason, I saw somewhere in England. But after when I look more into it, I said, no, actually in the US. Amazing. So tell me, what do you do for a living, Tyler?
So right now I am just a sales associate at a store.
Okay.
But I'm hoping I can get back into college and become a dental hygienist.
Amazing. Wow. So tell me a little bit about your job right now.
Right now I'm still in training. I just started,
Mm-hmm.
but it does seem to be a lot of different moving parts because the store, you have to deal with food, coffee, freezer stuff, refrigeration, cleaning. It's a lot.
And Laconia is the place where you're born and raised?
Yeah, actually, yeah, 30 years. My family's lived here for, gosh, I want to say well over 100 years.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about your city, something interesting about your city.
Um, Something interesting about Laconia that a lot of people don't know is it used to actually be called Meredith Bridge and be comprised of, I believe it's 3 or 4 other cities all together. So it took up most of New Hampshire. Like it was a very large city.
Wow.
But yeah.
Right. So before we start our journey, Will in the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Okay, something interesting about myself. Oh, I'm bad at talking about myself. Actually, I'm very opinionated. I like to stand up for what I think is right, what I believe in. I'm always trying to help people that are kind of like the underdogs or the unseen, the ones that go unnoticed. Like I have almost too much empathy. So
Tell me something that you stand up for, something that you are literally, you just stand up with the flag, something that you support a lot. There is something you could share?
well, of course, being an openly gay man, I stand up for everyone in the LGBTQIA community. And I also stand up a lot for people with mental illness because I can't stand stigmas. I find stigmas to be just so outdated, and people need to start opening their mind more. So I try to fight for that.
Amazing. Very good. Tyler, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of view?
I am, yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William, the Magic Box. So this is my best friend, okay? From the fun questions, I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay? Let's do it. Great. Okay, before we start the game, during the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Right. First question for you is, what makes you a unique person?
What makes me unique? I would say I am unique by being overly kind. I will literally be kind to any stranger I meet.
And you always been this way?
Always.
Wow. And tell me, do you have siblings as well, Tyler, or are you the only child?
I wish I was an only child, but I have 3 older brothers.
You are the youngest one?
Yes, the baby.
Spoiled?
No.
No?
I mean, my brothers would say otherwise, but I don't think I'm spoiled.
Next question, let's do it. Next question for you is, what are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
Top 3 things. I definitely would love to travel to as many places as I possibly can, and exotic places, not just, the tourist trap kind of places. I would love to have a child one day.
Wow.
That would be amazing. And I would love to live on the ocean or on a big lake, pretty much anywhere. Doesn't matter where to me, but those are probably my top 3.
Which one do you think is going to be the first one to happen?
Probably travel, hopefully. I'm 30. I'm not quite ready for kids. And you kind of have to have a partner first. So I need one of those.
And do you think, tell me a little bit about the gay life in your city. It's this scene is quite big. You feel supportive. You can be yourself, or it can be a bit tricky.
It can be a bit tricky. It depends on where you live. When I first came out at 19, I kind of just dove right into the scene when I moved to Washington, D.C. And it was very judgmental there. There were the gays that were either intimidated by you or felt threatened by you. And then there were ones that were just very aggressive, like very touchy, and I didn't like that. I wasn't used to that. And some were just, catty, and so it was very tricky to find my place. It was either you were too gay or you weren't gay enough. It was just hard to find a middle ground. Why can't we all just be ourselves?
I see. And the seats, Laconia, there are a few gay bars, gay clubs. The area there, a few places you can go.
Oh, Laconia, there is basically nothing here. I mean, I would have to travel like a half an hour to 45 minutes just to go to a gay bar or anything like that. But I'm not really in the scene around here.
Okay.
I mostly keep to myself, which makes dating very hard. But I try to stay optimistic. You never know.
Absolutely. Understand. Next question. Let's do it, Tyler. Before the next question, tell me something unique about the state, New Hampshire. Tell me something that I cannot find anywhere else in the US, or what is something special about the state?
Well, let's see. New Hampshire. Well, one thing people love is that we don't have sales tax, so that's great. But I have to say, the lakes and the mountains are absolutely beautiful. And of course, we have our famous Mount Washington, which has reached the record lowest temperature, I believe, in all of the United States, of negative 134 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
So yeah, it gets pretty cold up there, but I mean, the view it's like you're sitting on top of the world. So
amazing. Okay. Next question for you is, what's your best friend? What do they do that comforts you the most?
My best friend, she has been in my life for 22 years now. We met in first grade. And I love how she is just this free spirit. I mean, she comes from a wealthy family, but she's just very relaxed and just, I mean, she'll walk to the store in her sweatpants. Like, she just does not care what anyone thinks about her. I mean, she's just very amazing overall. I mean, her kindness inspires me.
What's the biggest similarity between both of you and the biggest difference?
Well, the biggest difference is, what would be the biggest difference between us? I would have to say she's probably a harder worker than me. She really is. And what was the other part?
The biggest similarity between both.
Oh, our sense of humor. I mean, we will literally just laugh about everything and anything. So,
how often do you see each other?
She moved to Denver, a couple years ago, and I drove across country with her. So I don't get to see her as much as I'd like, but we do text and call, and we hope to one day live in the same state, or at least I hope to one day live in the same state as her again, because I mean, I'll never find another friend quite like her. So
I can see her watching the interview right now and smiling with your words.
I told her to watch. She better watch.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay. Next question is, what do you like the most about yourself?
I like how open-minded I am. I like to put myself in other people's shoes. I have a lot of empathy, and I always take people's feelings into consideration. I always tell people someone's feelings can never be wrong. They may be misunderstood, but how they feel should always be validated. So I always validate people's feelings and just try to understand, what's going on in their mind. And, I don't just form my own opinion and write them off. And, because it's not how people should be treated.
You literally made my day now, and I'm going to tell you why. you said something so powerful, interesting. You said that people, their feeling cannot be misunderstood because you don't know what they're feeling, and if they're feeling, it's because it's a real feeling. It's what they're feeling now. I love that. Actually, I never kind of thought about deeply like this way. I love that, and it makes so sense. You know what I mean? Whatever they're feeling, it's their feelings. You don't know what's, could be something that for you maybe doesn't mean anything, or maybe you don't understand, but it's they're going through a feeling that's what they're feeling right now.
Exactly.
Love that. Amazing. And the flip side, what's something that if you could maybe improve about yourself or change, what that would be?
Well, I battle, depression and anxiety, and I wish I could change those two things. And I have been working hard to manage them, but I just wish I could overall get rid of them. But
it will go one point somehow. Yeah. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Tyler from New Hampshire. Saying right? New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Next question is, what did you want to be growing up?
I wanted to be so many things. At first, I wanted to be like some big CEO of a business or a corporation. And then as I got older, I realized how those are run, and I couldn't get on board with something like that. But now I would love to work with people's smiles, give them a beautiful smile, because I think a smile can instill confidence, and it just makes people feel good. And if I could do that, that'd be great. Or if I could do something in like a nonprofit, something that could help the planet or help people, just something to give back, on the short time we have on this earth. So.
And you say about growing up, what's the best memory that comes to your mind when you think about your childhood?
I would have to say all the vacations that my family has taken me on when I was a kid. I mean, I've been to Mexico, Belize, Hawaii. I was a very fortunate kid to get to go to all these amazing places. Some were cruises, and we basically went to Florida almost every year, and it was nice. It was nice that my family did what they could to make sure that we got to have some fun.
Who in your family you are more close to?
I'm probably closest to my mother.
Oh.
We've always just been, I'd get out of elementary school and I would tell her everything about my day. Everything.
Wow. Oh, that's sweet. And you always had this strong bond between both?
Yeah, we're very similar. We can both be hotheads, but we can also be very loving. So, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Ready for another one?
I am.
Let's do it. Next question. Before the next question, tell me how was growing up as a gay boy in your city, and also, as you mentioned before, that you came out as when you were 19 years old. Did something happen, or it just felt like, okay, that's the time that I'm gonna express and be the way I am?
Well, growing up, it was actually very hard. I was bullied a lot in school, and so it's not that I was scared of coming out sooner, because I knew my family would accept me no matter what. My parents have always been love who you love. It makes no difference. But it was 19 where I met a young guy online, and we just talked a lot, and he made me feel just very confident and empowered to finally just tell my truth, and so I did, and it felt like a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. But then it also kind of made me realize, oh, I am now living a much different life, and I don't know where it's going to take me. So it was a lot of change very quickly.
And that's when you think about that was the right moment for you to come out, in your opinion?
I think so. I didn't want to deal with the drama of high school and people's opinions that didn't really matter to me. And so I just pretty much kept it to myself. I mean, there were only a few people that actually knew.
I see. Okay, next question is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why?
If I could go back to when I was in high school and choosing what to do for college, I would go back and really think about what I wanted to do, because I did waste a couple of years doing a program that I just didn't like. And it's not because it was hard, it was actually because it was too easy and very boring. So I wish I could take it back and get the money back.
I see. Yeah, we make some choice sometimes that, so when you look back, you go like, you know what, maybe I could have done a different way. But, you know, it just meant to be. That's what I believe as well, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it.
All right.
Next question is, if you met someone sad, yeah, in the street, what would be your approach or your advice to this person?
I actually have met people that were upset and they were total strangers. And I always ask them first if they are okay, if there's anything I can do for them. And regardless of whatever their answer is, I always share a smile with them because I think a smile can do wonders. And then I just always try to say something kind and genuine to them, just to show that there are people out there that are compassionate, because you never know what they might have planned to do or what they're going through. So it's just better to show a little bit of kindness, because you never know, you could be saving someone's life that day.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just want to be listened or heard. Sometimes you just want to have a talk or to be spotted somehow. You know, they might just need attention or something, or words, or maybe just a little company, just to, you know, you can, as you said, you can change a lot, maybe their day or their week or their month or maybe their year. You never know. So yeah.
Absolutely.
A little gesture of kindness can, oh my God, can do a lot for people, include ourselves as well. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
All right.
Next question is, what's your spirit's animal?
I would have to say my spirit animal is a tiger.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me why.
One, tigers are my favorite animals, and 2, the way that they can just look at you with that tiger's eye, it's almost like they are looking into your soul. So I just find them to be very beautiful, beautiful creatures.
For sure.
And they're very fierce. So.
Yes, very fast and very fierce as well. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Last question. Tyler, before the last question, those 2 years that just gone by, when the world went upside down regarding the COVID crisis, yeah? Personally for you, what's the most positive impact that brought to your personal life?
It was kind of shocking just to see how fast everything can change and did change, regarding, people staying home, wearing masks, and of course all the lives that were lost. It was just it was crazy to see that in my lifetime. I mean, if the pandemic was, as bad as we've seen in so long, I can only imagine what it was like during years of, the plague and tuberculosis and all those other fatal illnesses that were around. That must have been even more terrifying. But thankfully, we were able to come up with some sort of solution, and that's good. It's good that technology has come a long way.
Absolutely. Okay, right. Last question for you is, if you could make up a school subject, yeah, what that would be and why?
Oh, how to live in the real world would be nice. How to do taxes, how to apply for jobs, and just real things that matter in life. I mean, yes, I think the subjects in school are important, but some of them not so much. We need to teach kids what it's like to actually live and survive in the real world. And that's why a lot of them get into trouble when, they graduate, or, if they can't go to college and they're sucked into this adult life and they have no training or knowledge of what it really means to live like this. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And it makes all sense. This question came along to someone as well, and they said, imagine if we would learn how to manage our money as young age, it'd make a big difference, because sometimes you haven't learned that, you just learned when you get into debts, or think that you don't know how to manage your money, like you said about taxes as well. So there are a few things that, those subjects will be very important for us as an adult, for sure.
exactly, yes.
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with life.
Love.
Money.
Happiness.
How about family? One word.
Family. Complicated.
Okay. Love.
Love. Respect.
Sex.
Fun.
Politics.
Frustrating.
Religion.
Beautiful.
Fear.
Resistance.
Friendship.
Compromise.
Desire.
Goal.
Regrets.
Change.
Success.
Failure.
One word for wish.
One word for wish would be hope.
Happiness.
Happiness. Oh, a word for happiness. I mean, that's happiness, love.
Okay. One word for Laconia.
Old.
And the last one now, USA, one word.
Free.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely friend, your best friend, the one you mentioned before in the interview. I'll go for a coffee with her and I would ask her, what is the most beautiful thing about Tyler? And what's something that he still needs to work on to improve on? What she would say?
She would definitely tell me to work on taking care of myself more. Not try to help everybody, because that's just kind of how I am. I try to help everybody. And she would just want me to go after my dreams.
I see. Very good. Let's play now, Tyler and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, Tyler, you can ask me a question now.
All right. I have to ask, what is in the magic box?
Wow, beautiful question, beautiful question. Okay, inside of the magic box, there are a lot of, let's say, amazing stories, amazing questions where people, they can literally go through a memory, like in a journey through their memories in life. They have the opportunity to share their point of views. They have the opportunity of connecting with people around the globe. They have opportunity to be themselves, to express the way they are without any judgments. They have, so inside of the magic box, there are a lot of magic there that people, they find a way to express their truly self. Yeah, somehow, it doesn't matter how. So yeah, inside of the magic box, it's a lot of ways of you to get into it and express your truly self, connect with people, and sharing your point of views, and also show the world that we are amazing people. There are so many people around the world with amazing stories to share, and I think the magic box gives you the chance, the opportunity for you, to have this moment and connect with, people from anywhere in the world. So I think that's the most joy and beautiful parts of the magic box.
I love that. That is awesome. And honestly, it's a great thing what you're doing. I think it's inspirational, really.
Oh, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. I really appreciate as well people, when I invite people for the show and when they accept my invitation, it's, for me, it means a lot, because nowadays, we are so busy with our lives, and when someone take their time to share a dream with me, because this is my dream, and when someone, actually it's our dream, because everyone who participates in the magic box, they leave their signature there somehow. It's part of it, you know what I mean? It's a community where, people, you have no idea, could be here another hour, like sharing stories with you, that people, they connect with each other, people they've been, connecting through the community. So it's amazing. Thanks so much for taking the time. Thanks so much for being so open and sweet and accepting the invitation. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. At first I thought it was a scam, so I'm glad to know it was real.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
Something to live by, I truly believe, is regardless of your religion, your ethnicity, background, whatever it may be, eh, just try to open your mind and respect everybody. Everybody has lives, families, loved ones. Just try to be more compassionate and have more empathy, and I think the world could be a lot kinder of a place if we just learn to get along. I mean, it's one planet in a very dark galaxy, so just try to be a little happier.
Let's spread kindness to the world. Let's share kindness, you know. And at the end of the day, when you do something with kindness, you're not doing to them. You are doing to people, but at the same time as well, you are doing to yourself, because it gets back to you somehow. Yeah, that's what
And it spreads. It does spread.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tyler, thanks so much. It was a pleasure connecting with you, and we keep in touch. Okay, thanks so much for the interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And you, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.